Once upon a time there were two friends, Mr. Wiggle, Mr. Waggle. Mr. Wiggle lived in this house. Let's open the door, pop in, and close the door. Mr. Waggle lived in this house. Open the door, pop in, close the door. One day, Mr. Wiggle decided to visit Mr. Waggle. So he opened the door, popped out, closed the door, and he went whoop the hill and down the hill, whoop the hill and down the hill until he came to Mr. Waggle's house, and he knocked on the door and asked, "Mr. Waggle, are you there?" But there was no answer. Mr. Waggle must be sleeping. So Mr. Wiggle turned around and went up the hill and down the hill, up the hill and down the hill, all the way back to his home. He opened the door, popped in, and closed the door. Well, the next day, Mr. Waggle decided to visit Mr. Wiggle. So he opened his door, popped out, closed the door, and he went up the hill and down the hill, up the hill and down the hill, all the way to Mr. Waggle's house. And he knocked on the door, and he asked, "Mr. Wiggle, are you there?" Well, Mr. Wiggle, he was sleeping. Maybe he was taking a nap. He got tired. So Mr. Waggle turned back around and went up the hill and down the hill and up the hill and down the hill back to his house. When he got there, he opened the door, popped in, and shut the door. Well, the next day, both Mr. Wiggle and Mr. Waggle decided to go visit one another. So they both opened their doors, popped out, closed their doors, and they went up the hill and down the hill and up the hill. Mr. Waggle, Mr. Wiggle, I went to visit you, so did I. You didn't answer, neither did you. But now we're here, let's go have some fun. Yes, what do you want to play? Let's play a game like Ring Around the Rosie.